Om, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness unto light. Lead us from death to immortality. Om, peace, peace, peace. Namaste, everybody, and I hope you can all hear me. When I was going through Sri Ramana Maharshi's teachings, the earliest and the most concise one you can get is the teachings on the who am I. There's this gentleman, Shiva Prakasha Pillai, in 1902, as early as 1902, he went to Ramana Maharshi and asked him a series of questions. Initially, I think 13 questions. Now, this Shiva Prakasha Pillai was actually well trained in philosophy. He was a government officer in the revenue department at that time, but he was a graduate of philosophy. And we are grateful for that because the questions that he asked are remarkable questions, profound questions. So, what you find in the answers given by Bhagavan to Shiva Prakasha Pillai, in fact, those answers were written down. He was not feeling like speaking at that time, so he wrote down answers to those questions. And nowadays, you get the book everywhere. It's called Who Am I? Nanyar. So there in this book, Shiva Prakasha Pillai goes and asks Ramana Maharshi. The first question is the simplest, direct, and most important question. Who am I? And we all know Bhagavan is known by this unique teaching of the inquiry, self-inquiry into who am I. And there we find the first question asked by Shiva Prakash Pillai is, who am I? And Bhagavan's answer is very interesting. He does not say, you are the Atman, you are Satchidananda, you are the self, you are awareness, pure consciousness. No. He says, I am not this body. I am not the 5 sense organs. I am not the 5 motor organs, Jnanendriya, Karmendriya. I am not the 5 pranas. I am not the mind. I am not the intellect. And I am not even the ajnana, the ignorance which lies beyond mind and intellect. I am none of these. And he stops there. It's very interesting that when you're asked, who am I? He does not give a direct answer to who am I. He says, who I am not. This is where the Atma, Anatma, Vichara of Advaita Vedanta becomes important. Why should we learn who am I, who I am not? And how do we appreciate this teaching? How do we grasp it? So the reason why he gave this answer is, we are already convinced, we know the answer to the question, who am I? By the way, the question, who am I? That's the form in which it is, and it's perfectly all right. That's how it is taught, and that's how it comes down from Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. It can also be understood as, what am I? The problem with who am I is, who refers to a person. So am I Sarva Priyananda or am I some other thing, some other person? More than, deeper than that is, what exactly am I? Am I body, mind, or am I something beyond that? So the problem is, when we ask who am I, we already feel we know the answer. I feel I know. Who am I? Here, I, this one, and whatever is inside. So body and the mind. At the most, we might say, I am a mind or a person in this body, embodied person, embodied mind. So we think we know. And first of all, we have to appreciate that we are not this body-mind person, that we are deeply mistaken about our identity. So we have to appreciate that first. Then only the truth will become clear. The first and most obvious answer that comes to us is that I am the body, this physical body. Immediately we ask, who are you? I am this. And somebody says, what is this? This is I am this, and this is I. So this double identification with the body, this is where we must start. Ramana Maharshi says, I am not the body. He actually said the 7, the Sapta Dhatu, which makes up this body, I am not that. So I am not the body. But why? Why am I not the body? How am I not the body? I must understand this, and then I must feel it. It's not enough to believe it. that I'm not the body. I feel I'm the body. Why are you telling me I'm not the body? So this is where the various Advaitic inquiry, the techniques help us. It's called Atma and Atma Vichara, an inquiry into what the self is, into what I am and what I am not. One of the ways it proceeds is the most common one is Savikara Nirvikara, that the body changes. It's a known fact, but Vedanta draws our attention to this fact that your body changes. When you are born, when the body was born, a baby, and notice how it changes into a little child, a little boy or girl, into a teenager, into a young person, a middle-aged person's body, an old person's body. Finally, it dies. So the body undergoes several changes. Not only that, throughout the day it is changing. So many cells are being shed by the body. New cells are being generated. So this body is a series of changes. And yet I have this intuitive feeling that I was in that body. I was the same there. When the baby picture, it is my picture. The teenager's picture is my picture. The young person's picture is my picture. So if I am the same and the body is not the same, it is continuously changing, same and not same, changing and not changing, subject to modification and not subject to modification, how can the two be the same? Savikara, Nirvikara cannot be the same. So I, who I feel am the unchanging person, cannot be the changing body. Body is a series of changes. At this point, somebody may ask, wait a minute, it's just playing with words. If body is a series of changes, it's still the same body, but it is changing, just change is going on. Just for example, like the river, when the river Ganga is flowing or the Yamuna is flowing, and water is continuously changing in it. So can't we say it is the same river, just it is flowing? Similarly, it is the same body. Why can't we say that it is just changing? And why say that the body is not the same? So that answer does not work. There's a saying that you cannot bathe in the same river twice. When I go to take a bath in the Ganga or the Yamuna, the water in which I bathe, and maybe next day or in the afternoon when I go to take another bath, it's literally different water. Though we give it the same name, same river, Ganga or Yamuna, but the water has flowed. Moment to moment, water is changing. It's literally not the same thing at all. Similarly, this body is a stream of changes. And at moment to moment, it's literally not the same thing. And if I am the same person, I'm not multiple persons, the same person, I cannot be the changing body. Savikara and Nirvikara. Look at it in another way, a more subtle way. Drashta and Drishya. I am the seer, the experiencer, the knower of the body. And the body is something known. And the knower and the known, the seer and the seen, Drashta and Drishya cannot be the same thing. It's like when I'm looking at something, the eyes are looking at this pen. The pen is the object, Drishya, and the eyes are the Drashta, seer, in a very naive, simple, direct way. Now notice the eyes are different and the pen is different. These are two different entities. In fact, whatever the eyes see are different from the eyes. The limit of the vision of the eyes, the only thing that the eyes cannot see are the eyes themselves. Whatever you see through the eyes must be different from the eyes. At this point, somebody might say, we see our own eyes. Look into the mirror, Swami. Take a picture, selfie, you will see your own eyes. But that's a reflection of your eyes. And the way the eyes are seeing the pen directly, the eyes cannot see themselves directly. You can see a reflection of your eyes. You can see a picture of your eyes. But the eyes directly cannot turn around and see themselves. The seer and the seen are two different things. And similarly, the body is seen, is an object. You are the seer of the body, drashta. You can see the body, literally you can see the body, you can touch the body, you can even smell the body. Seeing, hearing, taste, touch, all the senses, 5 senses can objectify the body. The body is an object, you are a subject. The body is something known, you are a knower. The body is the seen, you are the seer. Drashta and Drishya cannot be the same thing. I have been giving this example recently. A doctor from Scotland sent an email excitedly that I saw a scan of my body and I got the feeling that in this body, in the scanned body, where am I? I, this conscious being, Dr. So-and-so, where am I in this living body? Where is it? It's just a living machine. It's an object. I am the subject. And so the seer and the seen cannot be the same thing. Therefore, I am not the body. In the same way, the sensory system, Ramana Maharshi says, the 5 senses: seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching. All right, let's look at it another way. A third way, Jada and Chetana. I am aware of the body. But the body is not aware of me. When I look at the hand, I know I am Sarva Priyananda, I am aware of the hand. Is the hand aware of Sarva Priyananda? Of course not. Even this whole living body, nothing here is aware of me, the experiencer. But I am aware of it. So I am awareness. I am aware, the body is not aware. I am Chetana, consciousness, awareness. And the body is Jada, an object, not aware. That which is aware and that which is not aware, Chetana and Jada, cannot be the same thing. So for these 3 reasons, I am not the body. Because body is changing and I am not changing. Savikara, Nirvikara cannot be the same thing. Body is an object, it's seen, and I am the seer. Drashta and Drishya cannot be the same thing. I am not the body. The body is Jada, insentient. I am sentient, awareness. Sentient, insentient, Jada and Chetan cannot be the same thing. So I cannot be the body. I am not the body. Bhagavan Raman Maharshi says, I am not the body because Savikara, Nirvikara, Drashta, Drishya, and Chetana and Jada, Chit Jada, because of these. And there are a number of other ways of looking at it. I've given only 3. Vedanta has numerous ways. There are 3 approaches to see that I am not the body. Now, these 3 approaches, what should you do with it? First of all, listen carefully. This is called inquiry, self-inquiry. This is the technique. What Ramana Maharshi talks about, inquiring into who am I, noticing the thoughts and asking to whom the thoughts are occurring, that's a subtle technique, a powerful, direct technique. But before that, when you reflect upon the body, why am I not the body? These are the arguments. You listen to these arguments, understand them, and then see that they are true. So 3 levels. First, what is the argument? Savikara, Nirvikara, Chit Jada, Drashta, Drishya. What is the argument? Second, do I get the argument? Do I understand it? Does it make sense? Third, see it for yourself. Does it feel real? That this is the thing. I am the knower of this thing. Does it feel real? Should be able to say, yes, it's a fact. Then we get a feel that we are not the body.